Welcome, everybody, to the Lifestyle Gainzz podcast. We do the research so you don't have to. Ryan here. Manny is not here today. He's over in Houston, checking out Glaxon products. I forget the name of the supplement place he was at. If you check his story, it's actually pretty cool. It's where Glaxon formulates, or not just formulates, but produces all their supplements out in Houston. So I'm excited to hear stories about what new specimen. I think he was talking about a new specimen and some other stuff that's coming out, and it looks really cool. But so today, I don't really have anything scripted. Lou was great to set us up with this video podcast. So we're at Royal Fox Studios, and you guys should check them out. If you're in the Connecticut area, it's in Shelton, Connecticut, the Conti building. Great place. We've been recording here for the last 3-4 months, maybe longer than that. But great audio quality. Lou's really great to work with. There's a bunch of other great shows that come through here. A buddy of mine, Bo, he does 2 podcasts. He's a comedian. He's kind of funny, sort of. But so today I did kind of want to talk about drive and how to, I don't know the word, but like, I guess manifest or like really get going. I actually just I posted something on my story and someone responded like, hey, do you really know like how to influence behavior, or are you just, I don't know, like faking? And I didn't really take any offense to it or anything. I posted something that said like, only losers say like these things, like I'm too tired, like you could do it, I can't, all that kind of stuff. And for me, my life changed drastically when I stopped saying like, oh, I'm too tired, I can't do this, oh, I don't want, oh, only those guys can do it, they have a leg up. No, fuck that, bro. If you want to do anything, you can do it. You have to work your ass off, but you can do it. Nobody, like Robert Kiyosaki, all these guys like started from the bottom. Like Robert Kiyosaki was in one of his books was talking about, what was it? He was like living in friends' basements or on their couch with his wife for like, I don't know exactly how long it was, maybe like 10 years or even less than that, maybe more than that. But until he was able to like really get into real estate and pay for a house. And, I have that dedication, or at least I feel like I do. I want to work my ass off. I want to get to the top. And I know that setbacks, failures, all those things are going to come, but I'm never going to say, oh, I can't do that. Whenever anybody says like, oh, that guy did this or whatever, like The Rock. I actually texted it, or not texted, but sent him a DM. He's obviously not going to read it. But if he does, I told him, like, I'm taking your spot. Because if he can do it, why the fuck can't I? Why the fuck can't you? If you want to do anything with your life, you can fucking do it. Just fucking go out there, put all your shit on the table, and just be you. Find that like niche, find the whatever you love doing, go after it, fucking work your ass off and attain whatever fucking goal you want. So for me, I read books. I think I've said before, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, more studying the book, but like I fill my head with knowledge, I'm starving for greatness. That was something that I heard that I really identified with. And because I'm starving for greatness, I'm feeding myself with everything that I need to attain that. So that's the right self-development books. That's the right mental attitude. Like, instead of saying I'm too tired, I can't do this. All right, fuck that. Like, I'm tired, but I'm going to go to the gym right now. I'm tired. I'm off. I'm whatever, but I'm going to come to this podcast and give it 110% effort. And I'm going to post it. I'm going to post social media stuff. I'm going to fucking work my ass off until I get what I want. And what I want is to be on top. I want to be peers with The Rock. Technically, I really want to surpass him, and I want him to look up to me. My trainer actually told me about that, or he didn't tell me about that. He was like, Well, why do you want The Rock? Why don't you want The Rock to look to you? I want The Rock to call me one day and be like, hey, I want to talk to you. Like, I want to interview you. Yeah, I want to interview The Rock. I want to have him on. I mean, that's one of our, goals for the end of this year, and we're going to attain that fucking goal. But, yo, I can be on top. Why can't I? And that's the question that I ask myself instead of saying, oh, I can't do this. Oh, this guy did that. He's got a leg up. He's got this. He's got that. No, like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that, because it is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible. I guess I'll tell a little bit of a story about me today. Like, I was the special ed kid who was fat as fuck. Didn't do anything with his life. I was a fucking stoner. I drank booze every fucking night. Bro, I would drink like 16 shots of alcohol with like grapefruit juice and then like smoke like 4 blunts and like watch TV. That was my life. I would come home from school and do that. I wouldn't fucking work hard. I wouldn't do any of this shit. And I was just throwing my life down the gutter. And now, like, where I've come is ridiculous. Like, life is what you make of it. I'm 22. I've lived a lot more life than most people, and I'm not trying to like compare cocks or whatever. Like, but like for real, like, I was in special ed school since I was. I was in special ed in elementary school. I was in special ed in middle school. Freaking high school. I got kicked out of my high school and I had to go to fucking another school, which actually was great for me. It got me out of the house and all that stuff. There's tons of crap that happened in my childhood. A lot of trauma. There's a lot of police, a lot of craziness. And if you looked at my life then and you were like, okay, like, from the information you got, like, just like if you saw me in high school, it was like, hey, this kid's gonna fuck his life up. Like, straight up. I was just smoking weed, drinking tons of alcohol, fucking not doing work, just beating off at my job. Not like actually, but like just like, giving a half-assed effort. And I was so lucky. I had a great job. I was, I love the Prospector Theater. They gave me a real shot and a real opportunity. And actually, they just got Good Morning America came and surprised my boss. And it was really nice to see. But my life was going down the shitter. And I don't know if any of you are experiencing the same things, but I turned it around. I had enough pain. I was like, yo, I was in so much pain. When you're drinking, you're drugging, you're doing all that shit, you're just like, you're literally just circling the toilet bowl. You're circling the drain. You're just fucking your life up. It's painful. And you're just trying to numb it out with the drugs and alcohol. And now I have like a year, 7 months and some change of clean time, and my life has changed drastically. We don't talk about, we try to not cross too many lines, or not too many lines. We try not to get too political or religious because, what's the thing? You don't talk politics, religion, and something else that I'm totally forgetting at the dinner table. And we try to do the same thing here because we want to reach as many of you as possible and help you in any way we can. Because, at the end of the day, like, I feel like I was put on this earth to help people. And I want to do this through the podcast. I do this through helping other people through with addictions as myself or alcoholism. And I just do what I can. And so through that, through helping people, through finding love for myself, and as I said, I didn't want to get too religious or anything, but I have a higher power of my understanding. Sometimes I call it God, sometimes I call it whatever. It's a little bit of a combination from a lot of different religions. I was born, I'm half Indian and half Irish. So It's a little bit weird when you're born Catholic and then you're going to like Hindu ceremonies, but it's changed my life and it's changed my perspective, and I know that I'm capable of doing anything. If I could give up drinking and drugging to where I was at, and you know, now I'm able to help my parents, I'm able to do this podcast, work out, like my life has changed so much, and I know it was possible because I told myself it was possible. I also had the help because I couldn't do it alone, and I had a great friend who saved my life. But throughout that, I've always said, yo, if he can do it, why can't I? If you could do it, why can't I? If The Rock can do it, why can't you? Why can't you? Whoever's listening to this, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, please get after it. Just shut the fuck up and do it. I did that with starting the podcast. Me and Manny did the fucking thing. I was like, we were talking about it, but we never put any action into it. And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to live in this shit. I don't want to like be like, oh, I want to do this, but like I can't because some bullshit. No, I said, all right, fuck it. All right, I looked up online because you can find any fucking information you want online. If you want to learn about something, yo, fucking Google it. You don't need a high school degree, or a high school diploma or a college degree. I'm lucky enough to have a high school diploma. It took me fucking 6 years, but I got one. I'm gonna go to school, but before that, I want to fucking go into real estate. You don't need a fucking a college degree to go into real estate. Like, what the fuck? And as Cody said, you can do it without a degree. He's not a proprietor to school, but he was making 6 fucking figures in his first year of real estate. And you know, if you could do that, working 25 hours a week, which I'm going to do, why can't you then take the other 25 hours that, you know, average person was, 40, 50 hours, even sometimes 60 hours a week. So fuck that other 25 hours. Yo, that's time in the gym. That's time doing the podcast. That's time dedicating to social media, helping people, all that stuff that I want to do to further my stuff. You find the right fucking thing to go into. And then when you jump into that, you make the money. And then you put that money into this. So if I'm making 6 figures, bro, like these podcasts are going to be amazing. And I hope you guys like them. And if you don't, I mean, it's okay. Like, you're not hurting me. My goal is to help at least one person. If this podcast can help one person, if all the fucking podcasts we do can only help one person, I've done my job. I am happy about that. Because if you could change one person's life, that one person could change someone else's life. And then the cycle keeps going. And if I can help that one person, please let me know if this helps you, because it would mean the world to me if it does. All right. Sorry, this is just, I didn't really have anything to talk to, but again, I have higher power and I kind of prayed about it. I was just like, hey, so what should I talk about? And, you know, my story kind of came to mind, and I guess maybe I'll tell you a little bit about that and show you how far I've come to then, you know, hopefully give you some insight. I want you, like you are listening to this. I want you to do the best you can in your life. Do whatever you can every day to further yourself. All right? Because that's what I did. So anyway, so I started off, I was a lot of craziness in middle school, high school, always special ed, always the fucking weird kid, the fat weird kid, always, you know, off the walls energy. Nobody really wanted to hang out with me. I had a few friends, but they're like, this motherfucker's crazy. Always felt off. Found drugs and alcohol. That was my best friend. Mary Jane was my girlfriend. Jack Daniels was my boy. We were just like fucking around all the time, and like nothing else really mattered. And because I was so off, so just not great at doing stuff. People were like, oh, you're not going to amount to much. You got to do this, you got to do that, so you could just get a job, so you could just pay the bills, and, you know, you could do this. And I remember my when I was away at school, I got put away in school, and one of my, I wasn't waking up early enough, so the principal fucking came down to the dorm and was like, get the fuck out of bed. And he told me, you're never going to do anything in your life. And I was like, fuck you. And I really think that changed a lot for me. I mean, I started doing drugs after that, but that gave me that spark, that little bit of like fuck you energy that Dorian Yates talks about, to be like, yo, I'm going to fucking surpass you. I fucking told him that. I was like this fat roly-poly fuck that was just like doing jack shit. And I was like, fuck you. I'm going to surpass you in your job. And it started giving me a little bit of momentum. And even through my addiction, I kind of, you know, like I wasn't doing much, but I kind of had that like thing, like I want to do better. And I think that's what helped me put down the drink and the drug for when I was, you know, I put it down. Well, I've relapsed. Relapse is part of my story, but I put it down, what, at 20 something like that for the first time. And then I had that setback. I had setbacks all of the beginning of my life. Oh, I could have been if I wasn't in special ed, I could have done this. If I wasn't like fucking retarded, I could have done this. And I try not to use that word, but I thought of myself that way. I literally thought of myself as a fucking retard, because that's what I was kind of told. People were just like, you're a fucking retard. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess I am. I mean, I'm not doing well in school. I'm not doing well in this. But you know what I say to those people now? Go fuck yourself. Because I'm going to go fucking surpass you. I got that fuck you energy. And so basically, this is all scattered, but moving forward through life is just painful. And as I was saying, drinking and drugging helped for a bit. And then, you know, it filled that void of not having friends, of feeling left out, because like I was always that weird kid. But then as soon as I started smoking pot and stuff, people were like, hey, this kid's kind of normal. This kid's always got the weed on him, so like, let's go fucking hang with him. But then my true friends were like, yo, you got to stop when it started getting bad. Because I started doing it all on the weekends, and then it graduated, got worse and worse and worse. But the change happened when I went to a 12-step program. I went to a sober house, and I really started to act. So when I talk about my higher power, my girlfriend suggested that maybe it's me, the best version of me that I look up to. And not like I'm a god, but like what my higher power, like the all-powerful being or whatever it is, the universe, whatever it is at the day. Like today, it's just like, I feel like it's more like the universe, that like energy. And it's me being acting in accordance with that. So being a man of integrity, being a person of gratitude. I'm grateful for everything. I was using and I was doing all this fucked up shit, and I was not grateful for jack shit. I just wanted more and more and more. And now, like, I'm so happy with the simple things, bro. But I'm, I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm going to take a quick break. Lou, at 19 minutes. Need a break. I forgot to write it down. So, working through my addiction, working a 12-step program, I learned some stuff that helped me see my worth, and trying to find the me, Ryan Lawler. Who am I? And that's the person that works in, or not works, acts in accordance to spiritual principles and through what my higher power wants me to do. And I think that's just be a nice fucking person, help people. I hope this podcast helps one person, as I said. But through that, like, I was presented different things. The first thing I was presented that helped me change my attitude, other than like the program and stuff, like more in the business area, was I met Manny. and we were talking and stuff, and it made me, I don't know how to explain it. We like hit it off right away. So then we started the podcast. We were talking about it for like months, 6 months, something like that, something ridiculous. But then we just fucking did it. And then after that, someone told me they read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that fucking changed my entire life, bro. The principles in that book, just, he could do anything, you could do anything, like, and just learning about money and how kind of the rich work. And I was like, why the fuck can't I do that? So we, after that, we started upping the game in the podcast. We were like, okay, so we're going to start a social media. We're going to do this. We found Lou's studio. We just kept going and doing the things that were presented to us and reading different books, Think and Grow Rich, Dale Carnegie's Winning Friends and Influencing People. I think I've read almost all of Robert Kiyosaki's books. Bunch of other things. I have my Audible playlist, or not playlist, library. But I had a setback. I relapsed when I had 7 months of clean time. And, one of the things that some of the greatest people say, or all of the greatest people say, you need to fail. Because if you don't, like, you're just going to get comfortable. Like, I don't know, and you're not going to learn. Failure is the best learning opportunity. People taught me, or I was taught when I was younger, no, you don't want to fail. You want to get a cushy job. You want to do this. You want to, like, you want to make sure you're good. But honestly, like, I'm ready to lose thousands of dollars to make millions, because I need to lose that, or I need to, not just lose money. I'm not like looking forward to like losing thousands of dollars, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity to learn from those mistakes. And like I learned from my relapse, I thought I wasn't powerless over marijuana. When I relapsed, I was like, oh, I could smoke some weed. It's fine, right? I just had a problem with alcohol. Dude, right off the bat, for me, people say you can't get addicted to weed. I was addicted to weed. And right off the bat, when I fucking smoked, I was like, yo, I need more. I need it now. And I need for tomorrow, the next week. Yo, and then, like, it would be nice. And I told myself, oh, I'm just going to smoke one joint with my buddy. I'm just going to do one. Bad decision. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful for that. Like I said, I like to live in gratitude. And I'm grateful that I relapsed, because it showed me how, not just powerful, how powerful my disease of alcoholism is, and how, I don't know, how grateful I was for my sobriety. Bro, like, when you're living in that constant need for drugs and alcohol, because when I'm out there, when I'm using any form of mind or mood altering substance, I am all like straight up like, okay, it's only the drugs and alcohol. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if like you're my mom, you're my grandma, you're my fucking grandpa. I'm getting drugs. I'm doing that every fucking day of the week. And I'm going to put it above everything else. And so I've almost switched that, not in like, I feel like it's in a more healthy way, but to, I'm going to fucking get rich. And not just rich, I'm going to have the freedom. Because I feel like me saying I want to get rich is like kind of me being an asshole, or not an asshole, but just like pompous. And I don't just mean rich to be like, oh, I have lots of money, but I want the freedom. I want to be like 30. I want to be able to enjoy my life. I want to be able to help as many people as I can, donate to as many charities, start things up, help, like maybe start even up a rehab, stuff like that. Like, I want to help people. I want to give back. I was given so much as a kid because I was special. I was thrown into those special schools. My dad had to fucking sell my dad's into comic art. We've talked about this before. But my dad had to sell The Death of Superman comic art. If any of you guys know what that is, it's an amazing piece. It was worth like $50,000 when he sold it, and it was now worth fucking the piece is worth like, I think it's sold for like $120,000 now. He also sold his favorite car, and I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast, because I'm going to say what his surprise is. I made certain things that I want to get for all my family when I get rich, or not just, when I get wealthy. I want to get my dad, I want to buy him that car back, Z3M Coupe, black on black. This thing's sexy as fuck. I want to get him that with the Amazing Fantasy 15 9.8 first appearance of Spider-Man and that Death of Superman comic. I'm going to buy him his house back because, as we said, we had to move. And I want to put that car in the garage. I'm going to spruce up the house exactly how he always talked about it. And I want to make him like the happiest man, because he gave me everything that I needed to get to where I am today. My mom did too. I know my mom's not going to listen to this podcast, but I want to get her. I'm going to have a private jet, or, yes, I'm going to have a private jet. And I want to take her to Hawaii and buy her a house where she can go whenever she wants. But I want to do it in a way where she thinks we're just going on a trip to Hawaii in a regular thing, and then pick her up in a limo and then be like, here's your private jet. And, even my brother and sister, I want to pay off their student loans. And, my brother was he was a big help, even though he was kind of we never show emotion to each other, really. We're bros. It's changed now. But when I was using, he was upset because I was destroying myself, and he was basically watching me kill myself. So I want to help him however I can. But I don't know what else to talk about other than that. But setbacks aren't the end of everything. Just keep going, guys, and never give up, no matter what. All right. Thank you guys again for listening to Lifestyle Gainzz podcast. We do the research so you don't have to. DM us, look us up on Spotify. We have a Shopify store. It's lifestylegainzz2z's.com. Our Instagram is at Lifestyle Gainzz with 2 Z's as well. Twitter is Gainzz Lifestyle, also with 2 Z's. And, shoot us a DM. Let us know how those challenges are going. We're going to try to do more. Me and Manny are also going to try to start up another push-up challenge, because that went away after COVID. But I think the push-up challenge is great. I know it helped me a lot. I got my dad doing it now. He's doing 10 push-ups every morning. And it's great. It's better than a cup of coffee. Wakes you up. Just starts you off in the right state of mind. You did something. Make your bed and fucking do 10 push-ups. Easy way to start the day on a great foot or great push-up. I don't know. All right. Well, thank you guys again for listening to Lifestyle Gainzz podcast. We do the research so you don't have to. Ryan out.